All right, welcome back, Man Cave Influencers. I am your host, Black Irish. I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit short for my viewers. I know some of them night don't really like long videos, so I'm going to try something different. So I'm going to try to cut this down a little bit shortly. Somebody sent me this and said, hey, you should show this. So here we are. And this is some lady who is going to expose the organization and the business that is OnlyFans. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, it's Gia. It's been a little while. So today I just want to talk about something a little bit different on this channel.
Besides the fact that she's loaded with tattoos, kind of a red flag, but I digress.
So I have had a year of realizations with things. A lot has changed. I've had a lot of life changes, a lot of alterations in my life, and yeah, it's just been a year of reflection for me, I guess. And one of the things that I have made a big change on was my OnlyFans. Some of you may know, a lot of you may not know, but I was an OnlyFans creator for about 3.5 years. I started when COVID hit, so start of 2020, I think it was March.
No shit. That's pretty much when the majority of you who proved to the world that you didn't have any skill sets whatsoever, so you went to the oldest profession. I'm not mad at you, but it's hilarious to me.
March or something. And I didn't think I was going to be on there for all that long. I thought, okay.
Because they, like her, like many others, they didn't have a long-term goal as far as what to do after all this happened.
I'll get bored of this. The money will dry up and I'll just kind of go about my business. It's just a little bit of extra money. It's not a big deal. I wasn't in a good head space at that point. I was very, I don't know, I wasn't really considering what could go wrong or the consequences. I was just like, okay, a bunch of girls I know are doing this.
You didn't know the consequences of getting nude, getting piped, showing off your body online for the entire world to see, screenshot, recorded, and plastered on multiple platforms. You didn't once think that this could become a problem. Wow, honey. Wow.
Making money off of this, quite a lot of money. I was like, okay, this seems like an easy way to make money, but yeah, I didn't really consider what I was doing or what the long-term impacts of it would be.
I'm sorry to cut it off, but it's sad that women should be outraged. And I mean, like, the women who go out in the world and make the right decisions and do the best they can, kudos to them. But then you have these women who make the most dumbest decisions, and society gives you a pass for doing it because you have a JJ, but it makes women look stupid. I didn't think about that. I didn't know that that's what happens during sex. I didn't think that my employers would basically get upset because I'm showing off my vajayjay online for everyone to see. They do these things and they don't even think about the outcome.
I am making this video as almost like a notifying younger women who are considering getting into OnlyFans, just kind of like a big sister sort of a chit chat, I guess, from someone who has done it with that now, just kind of tying up the loose ends of that and boundaries, no matter how much they offer you, no matter how, like, because people will. So what they don't tell you is no matter what you're uploading, people will want to see more. So if you have gone into it with the mindset of like, oh, I'm just going to do like lingerie, or I'm just going to do you know, no face stuff, or like, you know, whatever you think you're going to be doing, there is always going to be people pushing and pushing your limits and your boundaries, and for the right amount of money, very high majority of people will take that money and they will keep exposing more and more, because you will also lose subscribers. First couple of months they'll keep their renew on, but then once they've seen everything they will unsubscribe, and then to keep them coming back you need to keep doing more and more to keep their attention. So you need to remember this: you are selling your body. This is sex work. It's not. Your body becomes a commodity. It becomes something you are selling online, and people. It's not as harmless as it's being made out to be, and I'm really hating that this is being pushed and so popular, like as an option for young women to.
It's not an option, it's a choice. You guys chose to do this. Just like you said, I was doing COVID and I couldn't do the job because I didn't have any skill set. So I got the thing that I was born with, which was taking off my clothes and showing off my tattoos and my nose ring. But that wasn't enough, so I had to put on lingerie and do things. But that wasn't enough, so I had to walk on raw eggs for the foot fetish people. But that wasn't enough, so I had to get pile drive by multiple dudes. And I guarantee you, while they're talking about it, she didn't stop for 1 second and say, you know what, I shouldn't do this. I'm going to quit. No, that money was too good and you kept doing it.
Consider this to be.
Just don't play stupid. That's my only thing. Don't play stupid pretending like you didn't know. How many times have we seen videos of women who basically go out here and try to, like you, quote unquote, warn younger girls not to do the thing that you should have known at your age not to do? And then all they need is that one video, someone that says or talks about all the money they make, and it doesn't matter. They don't care. All they care about is the money. They'll worry about the damage later.
Almost like a lazy way to make money. Like it's
yes, very lazy.
Not a lazy way. Like people go, oh, it's you just, you're just online, just taking your clothes off and all this. And I can definitely see how that is perceived as being like a lazy way to make money or like a lazy job, whatever. But
laying on your back, wearing clothing, doing things, sitting on your back, on your belly while your butt shifts in the air while you're sleeping, so people can watch you and they keep giving you money. Doing things like gang, selling your bath water in jars. I don't know what else. Basically walking on eggshells and raw eggs or whatever, raw meat. What else? Hearts in a bag. Like I did a video for that. It's easy work. You don't have to do anything. It's lazy, easy work, and you get a buttload of money. I'm not mad if you do it, but just own up to it. You did it because you don't have any skills and you're lazy. But at least you got paid. But don't come back like, oh, it's a gateway drug. Please.
The mental, emotional, spiritual taxing that it does on you, no one tells you about that. They don't tell you the impact it's going to have on your relationships, the impact it's going to have on your own sex life, your personal sex life.
I can answer that one. So first of all, you have to get yourself a beta or someone who is using you for fun, and it's just going to pile drive you. But he's got his own woman. So he can pile drive you and have fun and get on camera, but he's got someone on, and you're just the side piece. One, you got a whole bunch of tattoos, which is sexy, but let's keep it real. I'm not going to take a woman seriously when they have tattoos. Number two, you got a nose ring. You got short hair. You scream feminism. You basically have a whole bunch of red flags all over you. And then you decide to go on OnlyFans. And then you basically were shocked that your relationships would be ruined because guys who may be dating you would have to live with the fact that their woman is being watched and other guys are gratifying themselves while watching you. So you somehow magically didn't know that could ruin your relationship. Funny how that works. Fancy that. You have porn. Porn has been out for how long? How many porn stars have come out and says, I regret doing porn? And then what happens? It's $1 billion, probably $1 trillion industry now. And all they do is continue to keep doing it because they don't care. They don't care about the mental problem until it's too late. When it becomes a problem is when you're not making any money and then you have to switch things up. So if you were just a regular normal porn star, now you're doing interracial porn because you got no place else to go. You got older and you got to make money somehow. And you can't get a regular job because everybody knows you. So it makes things very complicated. So you stick into that gateway drug. You guys knew this from day one, but you continue to keep going down the same route, still doing the same 304 lifestyle, and complaining that just because the platform changed, well, I didn't know that this would be the same outcome.
The impact it's going to have on like social status, the impact it's going to have on how others perceive you. These are all things that are not talked about, and people are not warned about this. They just go, here's a quick, easy way to make some money. If you are getting into this to just make some quick money and then try something else later down the line, I would not recommend doing this. If you're going to make a career out of doing...
Why would a business tell you that the company's going to fail? They're going to tell you, hey, keep working. We're going to keep getting out of this. A business is not going to tell you that the company's going to fail. They want you to keep working until it fails, and then they move out. Stocks fall down. The little guys are not going to get to be told, hey, your stock's going to be losing. Sell. They're going to tell you to keep holding on to it so that you lose all your money. Why would OnlyFans tell you the dark history of what OnlyFans will bring because you're too stupid to realize what porn is and what porn does, that you don't realize that if you do this, this is going to change your social life? What person is going to want to hire you? Your face is plastered. You have bumper stickers all over your body. People will know. People will understand. People are going to get it. And guess what? You're going to be stuck in the middle looking for a job, and you're going to go right back to either that or prostitution.
Doing sex work, then yeah, OnlyFans might work fantastic for you. But if you just want to make some quick money, you're seeing everyone else doing it, and in a year or two you want to then go to uni or do something, or like to actually, do a proper job, for lack of better words.
A real job?
A 9 to 5 or something like that. This stuff will follow you. So unless you want to make sex work your entire life goal or your entire life career, I would not recommend doing this, because it does shape you. And if you're a young woman getting into it, it shapes your formative, adult years. It shapes how you perceive the world, how you view men. That was a really big shock to me, because the interactions you are having with these men, these are not the run-of-the-mill everyday men. You are kind of getting and interacting with daily these very desperate, lonely simps, for lack of a better word, but these are not everyday men. Because you're interacting with these men over the majority of real life men, this is how your worldview of men begins to change. So you then view men as these lonely losers who are just there to give you money. So your perception gets warped.
Okay, so I have a problem with that. So I think we can be honest. When a man who doesn't lead with his wallet will usually get one of the women. The man who leads with his wallet gets women temporarily, but they use him for everything. Women know this. You don't have to tell women about the difference between how men are who pay for online whatevers. They're probably not even touching you. As you say, simps and losers, but you're a loser, basically taking off your clothes for losers because you lack the ability of actually getting an actual profession to work at. So it's a loser entertaining losers. Let's keep it real. I know it's easy to call them losers because they are, but you're a loser because you basically have no skill sets and you have to go online and take your clothes off. Honey, you are not exonerated from this. You are bottom of the barrel. And the moment the camera was on and you took off your clothes, you became bottom of the barrel. So anyway, women already know that men who pay for sex are pretty much losers, right? So why would you all of a sudden realize it now that these type of men are losing, and this is what type of men are, these are the kind of men that are out there? You already knew that because you don't respect the men that lead with their wallets.
Their perception gets warped. So what you are then having is this parasocial relationship with these men, where you are kind of put on this pedestal. So you now think that you are, I don't know, top shit now or something like that. And I'm sure you're amazing. But your perception gets really warped and distorted with how much positive attention you are getting from these men.
Just look at Instagram. Look at all the men who like all your pictures. You can watch it. You can go to a woman's page, but you don't have to like it. These guys like the pictures. It doesn't matter how ugly the woman is, nor how fat the woman is, how big her belly sticks out, but at least she has a big butt from the back, or if she has to wear some tight shirts, but her body isn't round but gelatinous. They don't care how old you are. There are losers that'll go out there and like your pictures, and they'll go out there and basically give you all the props in the world And then what happens? These women's egos go through the roof. You can be a 1 and feel like a 10. That's why I started thinking in the beginning that when women said, "Oh, I'm a 10," that was a joke. They were just doing it as a trend. No, I think they really believe it. They now believe it so much that they walk out in the world and they're like, "I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10." Because it's men, it's not men like me. No, it's not men like you. It's not men like the rest of you. It's simps that have ruined it. Oh, there you go, hitting the mic. Simps have ruined it, have ruined women and made them think that they're the cream of the crop and they rise to the top. The only thing that rises to the top is the stink coming out of their rear end. All that hot air and energy is just flowing out of their ass crack. I'm not gonna play the whole video. I'm actually gonna leave the link in the description because I want you guys to see it on your own. But she eventually just doesn't get to like an actual like, taking accountability. Kind of passes the buck to someone else. But yeah, men ruin women. Women ruin chivalry, but when men ruin women, because when Instagram came out, you didn't have to like those pictures, but you did. And then you went out there and you started liking their pictures and you were just like, "Oh, girl, you're so hot. DM me. Do this, do that. I can't stop thinking about you. Oh, here's my number. Oh, here's my bank account." Y'all losers. I don't want any of you at the man cave. If you can't be rehabilitated, get the F out. There is something seriously wrong with you guys. Don't simp. Don't leave with your wallet. If you can't get a woman on your own, just being you, then you don't need to go get that woman. Doesn't deserve you. But if you're gonna go out there with your wallet and go in there and likes, you think these women are gonna respect you? You're not gonna be the commentator right now. They pay for the service, but you will never be the guy in the video with that chick. That I can tell you is guaranteed facts.